Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate how to make a really large platter. So let me just give you a couple of little tips. First thing is I've weighed out probably close to 50 pounds of clay in 4 separate lumps. And once we want to start throwing this, I actually have a bigger bat that I'm going to use because I need the circumference of this to really work out pretty well. So I'm going to take this and kind of put it on. Okay, and we should be pretty good there. I got to move my tools a little bit out. All right. And then you have to lose your splash pans as well. So you're going to get all wet. So just anticipate that. So I'm going to go ahead and get my first lump. All right. And we're going to put that guy down. All right. And we're going to put another guy down. All right. And I kind of bat it down this way just to make sure I don't have any air bubbles. Okay. This is what I was really known for a really long time. So it's been a while since I made them, but they are a lot of fun. All right, we got one more. It's a good piece to get your aggression out, right? That's always now for really making this sort of pieces. It's really important that the clay is actually kind of soft. It'll be able to stretch it out and to kind of move it out a little bit. Okay, so we're getting there. And this is going to happen pretty quick. All right, so now that we got that, I like upgrading my sponge as well. I get in here. And I'm going to add a little bit of water. And now we're just going to center it. And it's all about stability, okay? So we're going to get in here. And we're going to just get this. All right. And we're just going to keep driving this down. All right. Got a little bit of a wobble now, but that's okay. You're just going to slow. Now I'm not gonna do the traditional wheel wedge, but I'm wedging it this way in a lot of ways. And we're just gonna keep that wheel going. All right. We'll really just work in this. Okay. And I'm just stretching it out. I want a nice big footprint for this piece. Okay, so now we've kind of got it like that. It's pretty centered. Now I'm going to start gutting out that inside, start pulling this all forward. I'm going to take my big sponge. I'm going to go ahead and make my opening. Now I'm not going to want to go down too far because I still want to trim a foot. So I want to leave it about that thick. All right, and now I'm going to take my fingers with the sponge and start to open this up. So I'm going to take it. All right. I'm going to come back for that bottom here in a second. All right, but we're just going to keep opening that up. Get rid of all this gobbledygook I got in there. All right, and we want to make sure we're compressing that. All right. All right. I'm going to work this bottom, but like I said, I want to get this all kind of set up. All right, so that's... Okay, now we're going to compress this inside. All right. Just trying to keep everything nice and steady. You really want to do a good job of compressing this because, again, where you're going to get those S cracks if you don't. Okay? So we're just going to get this and just slowly work it. If you get a little bit of a wobble, that's all right. Just going to keep working. All right. Now, this is when I like to get my S12 and kind of refine it. So I'm going to even this out, but I'm also compressing it. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to try to get rid of some of this clay that's on the inside. Now, if you hear a lot of snap, crackling, and pop, that means your particles need to get a little bit more denser. Okay, so these kind of, what I'm doing right now will really help that out. All right, and we're just going to refine this. Now, I want it relatively flat with a little bit of a lift. All right. Am I going to use slip on that before I glaze it? No. No, different clay body. This is the 182, so we're probably going to hold off on that. That's a good suggestion, though, slipping the clay body. Yeah, you want me to keep those? Okay. All right, we keep those. All right, so now we're going to start bringing this up. All right. So I'm going to compress. It's got a little bit of a dance, but that's all right. All right, we're going to go up a little bit more. It's really about making sure everything stays nice and compressed. Now I'm going to leave this top a little bit thicker because as I stretch this out, it's going to increasingly going to lose some volume. All right, so we're going to make sure we want to get that edge. All right. Let's see. We got to get to this tool. All right. And I'm flattening this out, and we're going to, again, just compress. So there is a lot of compressions going on right now. Okay. All right. All right, just a little bit of water. Okay. Okay, that inside's pretty nice for my taste type likings. So I'm going to get my wooden rib. It's going to clean up this bottom. All right. All right. And now we're going to pull it up. We're going to kind of start finishing this thing off. All right.
So, Lou, is the inside the shape you'll follow when you trim?
Yes.
So the inside is really, you sort of really need to pay attention to that so that when you are going along here.
Correct. Correct.
Can you repeat the question?
She asked the question is like, when you trim it, are you going to trim it sort of to mimic the curve on the inside? And the answer is yes.
And you don't need
So,
to start pulling till you get to that rock part.
yeah, exactly. And so if you guys have noticed, I've set up quite a bit of this already, right? All right. I think it's just time to move this guy over here. Okay, we're going to start to drop this thing down. heat up just a little bit. All right, get a little bit of water. I like to make sure it's nice and even.
You do it all by feel, right?
Do it all by feel. You're correct. All right, and I'm just,
I felt that.
yeah. Now we're gonna just push this guy down just a little bit right here. Okay. And we're almost there. Probably just finish this rim off with a little bit of short compressions. Now I don't want to break that plane, so I want to make sure that I'm not going out too far. This is kind of the shape I want. It's that sort of really shallow bowl. And the final movement, because for me it's done, is I almost fall over. I'm going to take this again. I'm going to work this corner edge down here. And then I'll just run the wire through. And that is how you make a large bowl. A large platter. Thank you.